Game, the Epicenter group stage is sponsored by Yota, Twitch, and Monster. Mo Farah, how are you feeling about game number 2?
I'm very excited because at the end of last game we talked about what Mineski needed to help them win this second game to get them back into the series, and we get to see it this game. We get the Sand King as the aggressive position 4, and we get the Ice Pango, which is always a treat. So really looking
It's what we wanted. It's what we called for. Well, if you want to go and watch in the game rooms themselves, see the players live, because that's pretty cool. Get to see their reactions in real time as it happens with our lovely commentary. You can go and check that out at epiclive.gg, but right now we're getting into this game as the players head out to their lanes, and well, I mean, what's your predictions going forward for this match then?
I personally think they're going to do some sort of aggro lane with the troll, like Troll SD Elder Titan. I think sounds pretty strong. Just put the Lesh mid and leave the Tide in a 1v1, but we'll have to see. I think LGD are doing a really good job. LGD, doing a really good job of trying to scout the lanes out in this early stage to get the laning setup that they want. Yeah, Tide is heading top. Okay, so
mixing it up to get the favoured lane. I mean, I don't think Pangolier has a horrible time laning versus Tide.
No, it's not too. The thing is, Pango doesn't really have very good base damage. That's the problem. So Tide with the Anchor Smash tends to just smash through him. Really, I think that's a bit of a weird thing to say, smash twice, but you know, you see Ice going in at the moment. This is a new thing to do now that the creeps don't attack you.
Yeah, we've seen it every game almost.
And yeah, the Chalice is just going to run away here from this Sand King, making sure he doesn't get picked off. I like that play a lot.
And now Jabs is actually going to stay right here, so that if Chalice wants to TP, he's going to have to get way out of range.
Yeah, absolutely. So the SD is actually hanging around mid with the Lesh. I really like
Jabs is going to go for the interrupt.
He didn't quite get reach.
He got hit by the tower though.
I love that X-Nova's staying around this mid lane here. Doesn't have the disruption yet, but when he does, obviously that disruption into the split earth going to be a really good combo. And I agree with the panel. I think SD is going to be picked up a lot more now that Lesh is in the meta, and some of these other position 5 heroes are not quite as popular, like the Witch Doctor and such.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Moon actually taking a fair amount of harass here in this middle lane from these two heroes. I mean... Oh, Chalice taking damage, but getting under tower. I think he should be alright now that he's under tower though, just having to be forced back. But there's a lot of pressure on this Tide once again this game, as Mushi farms up, and Pango kind of roaming around. Is he going to head to bottom lane?
I assume so. They don't want to put this Pango against the Tide.
Oh, and they've already forced out the TP from the Tide as well. That's really, really good from Mineski actually, because he had to TP to lane, remember? Absolutely,
and they're going to be very happy with how that's going to have gone. Means that, like you said, Arme can't go TP to this top lane because Tide can't come bot.
Yep.
Really good. In this mid lane though, I didn't like this last pick DK into the Lesh. I think it's really difficult, and I think Lesh is basically just going to have a free lane. So very strong lanes for LGD this game, and I think they're looking much better than last game. And obviously they had the worst laning stage last time. They still managed to come through pretty much unfazed. So
yeah, absolutely. Okay. So I mean, the Ravage this game, right? I feel like it's basically what LGD work around, because. You know, Elder Titan, he has got that stomp available, but it's such a long setup time, and unless you've got the disruption to set it up with, then it's not really reliable. So I think anytime LGD want to fight, it's going to be a lot about rush, and this is something Mineski can actually abuse, because they've got very short cooldowns in response to that, you know, with the Pango, and I feel like they don't rely on their ultimates nearly as much as LGD do, so we might see that later on in the game as Mineski abusing the Ravage cooldown on Chalice this game.
That's true. That's true, but we saw last game that LG did such a good job of playing around the Ravage, so we'll be interesting to see whether they can do the same again. But yeah, if you look at the CS for the mid lane already, it's looking really bad for DK.
Ninja Boogie being chased into the trees. He has a double damage rune and does want to make use of it.
Oh my word, that damage!
Oh. Jesus.
Ninja Boogie might be in trouble here as well if the Spirit comes back.
Right, well, I mean, FY has completely dealt with him.
Yeah, Ice is not a very tanky hero on that Pango. He's nimble, he's a bit quick, but yeah, tanky is not a word I'd use to describe Pango at this point in time.
Certainly not at least until he gets that crash skill up. What's it called?
The shield crash.
Shield crash, that's the one.
Has been nerfed now though, so the cooldown's a bit longer. You know?
Yep, stun out, onto the DK.
He's going to be fine.
Yeah, Sumner's just stealing the damage, but yeah, I mean, he's got the 2 points in that Dragon's Blood, so he's laughing really. And now we'll pop us out, but he popped us out because he thought that Sumner didn't have any mana left, but of course that cheeky Mango have a quick snack and get right back to the Lightning Bolt game.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Lightning Storm not as easy to spam out as before because it costs a little bit more mana, but you know, Lesh is still a strong hero at the moment, and with all the clarities that are going to come out to him, he'll be absolutely fine. I love that Chalice just abandons the lane and just goes to the jungle already. Like, there's no need for him to be there. He's not going to get anything when the creep wave's pushed all the way into the Radiant Tower. So it's really good for him. I just worry for Mineski at the moment that both the Lesh and the Troll are having a really good time. They're not really shutting either of them down.
And Moon is having a really bad time in this mid lane. I mean, 16 CS isn't awful, but at the same time, it's not ideal either. But I think of all the people, I think Ice is the #1 in terms of struggling heroes this game. I mean, he's died, he's had to move around lanes, he's only level 3, you know. I mean, well, actually, his level's probably the best thing he's got going for him, but everything else looking pretty grim right now.
Pango doesn't need a massive amount of farm though. With the way that Ice plays it with the auras and things as well, like, everything just feels like an extra.
True,
like, he does a really good job of just team fighting all the time and getting involved. And when he gets those gets the ult online, he'll probably just try and rotate around the map a bit more and try and get a lot of things done. Especially with this Sand King, they'll pair up together and go and roam around early, get some action going.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's one of these heroes which doesn't really need anything on the Pango, you know. You just kind of do your thing and you buy items which help your team, and that's absolutely fine because your skill set is already good enough to allow you to have a really high impact on the game.
True.
Chalice is in trouble. There's the Eclipse coming through, sorry, the Lucent Beam coming through, but Chalice will just about make it out again. Tide proving himself to be a tricky target to bring down despite Jabs going behind the tower and looking for him here, but we'll find him. Meanwhile, Moon could be in trouble, and there's the pop on the poison coming through, and Ice tries to do his best. It does just about dodge the Split Earth from Somnus there.
That was
pretty close though.
Yeah, great dodge on the swashbuckle.
Yeah.
Fantastic play by him. But again, this is the power of the SD Lesh combo, and Tide actually does go down in the top lane.
Yeah, taken down by Moosh. He's just getting a bit too far forwards there. Jab's going to find Somnus here, but doesn't really have the resources to take him down by himself.
Value Shrine there, look at that.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. Yep.
So there is, he has actually not gone for a point in Heart Piercer on Pango, which we sometimes see. Tends to be more from the roaming Pangos though that we see the early Heart Piercer, so not too surprising. Just maxing out the 2 nukes instead for now. Maximises damage output. I like this.
Definitely, yeah. And man, Ame's going to town. Like this guy has just been left alone in his lanes. All right, cool. I'll just push it. I've got a catapult.
Yeah.
And use those further charges to deal some real damage here.
He's just tanking here to keep the catapult alive as well, which is a really smart play. Obviously, whenever that catapult spawns at the 5-minute mark, you really want to try and abuse that and get as much tower pressure as you can.
Yep.
I like that play a lot from him.
And he's going really hard in this tower, but Pango's also playing around it as well.
Yeah.
And looks like he will eventually have to give up on the life of his catapult.
I love that he's got a triple mango on the troll, but he's only got 1 of them in his inventory, 2 are in his backpack. So, that's interesting.
That's just the meta right now. Mangoes for days. It's a mango meta.
Yeah.
What could be better than the mango meta?
So Luna's having a really good time in this top lane as well, though. But yeah, this Lesh SD mid is Moon's scared to ever push up in the lane.
Yeah. He's scared to come out from under his tower right now. He's basically just hugging the thing, going, please don't hurt me. No more lightning. He's going to fall to sleep tonight and just dream of lightning. Oh god.
But Amushi though, obviously playing these Lunas and Gyros and things and being able to be really aggressive, I'm hoping to see some kind of movement from him soon with the Eclipse. Try and get a kill with it and going back to farming, wait for the Eclipse to come back up again.
Yeah.
Well, they are rotating in on this mid lane though.
There's the Banish coming through, followed up with a Split Earth, but there's a Stomp in response from FY, and they will be able to take down Moon. Yeah,
they have the Troll ulti come out as well to help them secure that kill in the mid lane. That's a really good coordination by LGD. One of the good things about having the Troll with the global presence, which seems to have been becoming a lot more of a thing recently, especially with like AA and Nature's Prophet being picked up as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Global presence really kicking in. Not long till Spectre, guys, I'm sure. Maybe.
It's never going to happen. We're never going to see a Spectre in a pro game ever again. I don't know, like, maybe that hero could use a rework. I don't know, like Spectre just seems in a really weird place right now.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Ice.
Oh, Ice, get away, little hamster. He can't quite find it though. The Pangolin does go down.
Poor hamster.
Yeah.
Funeral. You bury him out in your backyard like most hamsters.
Exactly. Well, he is a hamster. He goes into a ball, you know. My hamster used to go into a ball.
Amushi does get this top tower though as well, so nice to secure the tower for themselves here. Because I imagine Troll's going to get that one in the bot lane very soon. Yeah, he's going to be mad that Luna got him before his as well. I know he's very competitive here, despite the taunts. Ice going for the tilt play. I like that a lot. Classic. Expect nothing less. Jabs. Gonna walk into Ame here. Will probably need to get away from this one. He's got the Sandstorm. He's alright. Invis pretty strong. Yeah, and they called that the Luna's missing, which is the right play, because she's definitely going to be TP'd to the spot lane to try and get some pressure on now that the top tier 1 died. So Troll and Jabs FY running forwards. Can he get the stun? He can't seem to find it, and now the Whirling Axe is to slow him down. Good slow. And this is really good because if it's going to force the troll to go to the top lane now, which means they're not going to get this tier 1 bot, which is a really good rotation from Mineski. Doing pretty well at the moment, I think. But it feels like it's just Mushi on this Luna that's ever doing anything, because if you look at the net worth, Moon's having a really tough time against this Lesh, and this is what I mean about it being a bad last pick.
Oh, stun in the middle lane, but in comes the Sanking to chase them off, so he will just disrupt that DK and get his Leshrac out safe and sound.
Yeah, you might not get the DK kill, but at least you force a Sanking rotation, because I'm sure he wanted to be somewhere else trying to be aggressive, but yeah, has to rotate even if he doesn't do anything for it, otherwise the DK is going to die. Yeah,
exactly. And who else do you rotate in? I mean, I guess Jakira could do it, but...
Yeah, this is a big rotation now. Ice has his level 6 on the Pango. They're going to look to try and use it and get a tower afterwards, I imagine, but there's a lot of rotations towards this bot lane.
I hope Nova. If he gets caught out here, this is a great person for them to catch, but they do need to get a stun off. Jab's trying to get it up the hill, but no, they get spotted out too early on the low ground and they can't find the kill. Yeah,
did break that smoke on the high ground, so was able to walk away very quickly. Sanking's done a really interesting thing where he's actually gone for a 1-1-1 skill build, so not getting that second point in the stun at level 3, which we don't see very often, which is pretty surprising, but he is level 4 now, so going to get it online, I imagine. Arcane Rune spawns top as well.
Oh, the dream. The Leshrac, yeah. The dream has been denied, and Sumnus is mad.
Use the Ravage.
We've got to use a Ravage for it. Commit everything, just take down Moon, bring down that pesky dragon. He's used Dragon Form as well, but he does pop that one, but no, he goes down.
Yeah, that's a really valuable kill. Chalice has been holding on to that Ravage for quite a while, so you really just want to use it, get a kill, and put it
down in the middle lane. It's going to be dodged, it looks like. And now comes the disruption.
Splitter
on to the Sand King, and he is dropping very quick despite the presence of Ice on this Pangolier, and he gets the Leshrac inside that little gate there, and now we'll roll away to safety.
Yeah, they've definitely been practicing that SD Lesh combo. That was very on point. But yeah, Ice with the rotation, but really can't do much with it. And that was without the Ravage, that fight as well, which had been used on the DK, so...
Yeah, really big. Well, LGD looking quite strong in this laning phase, but still a long way to go. And of course, you always have this Luna, who I think is top of the net worth right now. And yeah, a lot of kills coming through, especially for the Shadow Demon and this old side there. The two supports on the side of LGD doing work to set up and find these kills.
The problem I have is that even if the Luna gets really strong, LGD have a Shadow Demon.
True.
So they can just disrupt the Luna, and she's going to be doing just as much damage because she's farmed.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Luna, guys. Thanks for the Luna blessing. You know, it's great auras to have.
Yeah, and those glaives are also super annoying against your own team as well. So they just bounce around everybody.
If you can get the disruption into the damage into the purge with the ult, that Luna's going to die really quickly.
That is true. That is true.
Especially before she gets a BKB.
At the very least, you've got a Jakiro who can slow down their attack speed. Like,
yeah, that's something.
That's something.
Yeah, sure.
Might save them.
Oh, you can ice path your own disrupted Luna to save her from the illusions.
Smart. Very smart. Whoa.
What a setup.
We're jumping into the next meta already.
Sanking trying to stack this camp here.
Yep, those ones are very annoying to stack.
Ready for the Luna to flash farm them quickly with the glaives. I like that a lot.
Eat them up.
I think Ninja Boogie might have just pretended to put a ward down there, which is next level. I don't think Mineski had a ward to see in there, but unfortunate, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Good try.
Well, I think they saw that one there.
Oh no,
it's right next to it. Okay, so 1 minute we're next level, next minute we're bottom level.
That's really unfortunate though.
Yes.
He's actually putting more points in Dual Breath, so looking to try and split push some waves and things. I'm surprised he's not got more points in Ice Path to try and fight, but that's okay. I mean, there is the setup stun from the Sand King, so they probably just want more damage from the Dual Breath as well. Ice just being pesky as normal. Going for that blink next for the real team fight initiation and prowess, which I like a lot there.
Yeah, it's really nice because you can also use the Rolling Thunder before you actually blink in, which means you can set it up from safety.
Yep.
So you won't get disrupted, you won't get stomped on, and then just blink in afterwards whilst it's already going. So yeah, it's a really nice way to initiate.
He is their big team fight hero, isn't he, this game? They didn't really have one last game, so I'm really hoping
him and the Sand King.
Yeah, all the storm.
Could be big in the middle lane, and he actually pops the ultimate form pretty quickly there. So,
but again, forced the rotation from the Jakiro.
Actually, no, he'd already used his ultimate form.
Oh no, the SD on the DK ult means they can push the tower even quicker. Oh my word.
Yeah, they're actually going to deny this tower at mid. I think that's the right choice.
Yeah, especially
it's not going to last long.
Especially against this Lesh. That's not easy, and the troll even. And I love this. They smoke instantly, and they look to go and try and fight bot around the lunar eclipse. This is a really good play by them. Or they do spot out X Nova though.
There we go, Eclipse is used, and that won't quite be enough to finish off X Nova. And now the rest are coming in. Ravage as well, they're going to take out Luna, they're going to take out Jabs, and they're also going to take out, well, they get the return kill onto Sand King. Now,
oh, here comes Ice.
Damage, the roll comes through, Ninja Boogie with the double kill, trying to find Somnus here, and will be enough to bring down the Leshrac. And now we also have the Ice Path onto Chalice, trying to get away, but this is a much harder kill than the others who have just fallen.
Oh my word, that Eclipse looked so it looked like it wasn't going to do enough because the SD disrupted himself.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, Sand King comes in, Jakiro comes in, DK comes in, and Ice goes beep beep, and he comes through and just completely, you know, just takes out the rest of them.
Absolutely, yeah. That well, he went bowling and he landed a strike.
Oh, I like what you did there. That was big.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Moon really comes back into the game now because he was falling far behind before, but with that one fight, he's just behind the Tidehunter on net worth now, and he's really coming into the game. He's going for the drums. I like that. You know, have that mid-game presence that they've got about their team with the Pango and the Luna. They really just want to get these BKBs online on the Luna and basically just go, I think.
Yeah. Well, there goes Mushi, farming up that stack as quickly as possible, and with the is that a root? No. Mask of Madness, it's more than easy to do so.
Yeah. He's going to get that Yasha. He might go for the SMY, might go for the Manta. I think I prefer the SMY this game just to make him more tanky. Obviously, we saw SMY being such a better item over Manta last patch, so they tried to balance that out by making Sanjin Yasha more expensive, but then the Manta recipe less expensive. I don't think that's going to sway people too much in terms of going away from the SMY. I think you need that tankability on heroes like TB, Luna, all those kinds, Gyro as well, like we saw last game. I think that's more important to survive, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason to get the Manta this game either, I don't think. It's not like there's a life stealer with an open wounds or anything. So.
True, very true. Very little to actually purge, is there? Like, maybe the breathe fire, but I mean...
True. He might go for the Yasha into the BKB, which we've been seeing as well, and then back to the SMY, which I think is a good choice also, especially against this Lesh with the big magic damage.
Yeah. Well, looks like that courier is going to deliver that little green sword to Mushi right now.
Not having to worry about X Nova Bounty Hunter this game either.
Yeah,
must be
nice.
very nice.
Yeah, relieving. What a hero.
Oh, I don't know.
Ice finding himself some bounties.
I'm surprised LGD aren't trying to group up around this Ravage and really go for something here, because I feel like they're stronger than Mineski at this point in time. Yeah,
I would agree, but... I mean, I guess Mineski hold threats of their own. I don't know. It's just one of these games where it's very difficult to see who's going to be coming out ahead. I think Roshan is obviously going to be huge, but neither team has particularly... Well, actually, yeah, you've got a Troll Warlord on LGD. He's going to go pretty fast, actually.
I'm not sure if you noticed, but Pango actually stopped off for a Javelin before the Blink as well, so really trying to output that, some more damage in these fights. Which I like, because they have a lot of control from the DK, the Sand King, the Jakiro. I think they do lack a bit of an oomph, you know, damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And I well, he's not going to go for the auras as we initially thought, but I think the damage is very much needed this game, as you say.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's always fun to watch a Pangolier jumping in and getting all those javelin hits off on someone and just watching them melt.
Do you know what I want to see? Cast a game this tournament where the position for Pango rushes a javelin first without buying any items at the start. That
was pretty big. The final try business. Yeah, we did see that from them.
Ice quickly trying to run away here.
He's trying to get away as fast as he can. I think he's got that swashbuckle. Should he want to use it? And now the Yule's coming down. Split up has to be on point, and will be, but he actually swashbuckled anyway, and now just going to Rolling Thunder away to safety. Okay.
Okay, well, that's it. He survived.
Yeah, but can we talk about the fact that he used swashbuckle and got stunned?
Yeah, it's because it's a very instant cast.
Yeah,
it's an interesting one.
That certainly was. Well, that's Dota 2.
Dota 2, everybody. Yeah.
What a game. Where you can stun someone and then not stun them at the same time. I mean, Jab's pushing out the top lane, and I love to see so many Sand Kings doing this, because Sand King's actually a very elusive hero, let alone even without the blink dagger. He's a hard hero to catch. He's got invis, he's got the burrow strike to get into the trees, and then with the blink dagger, he's just a very, very tricky guy. Yeah,
any spell that lets you relocate yourself, move yourself around effectively is such a valuable skill.
Yeah,
things
exactly.
like Puck, Sand King, Quap, even with blinks and things, are always really good. But it's a stun as well as a relocating spell, so very valuable. I think that's why Sand King's picked up a lot. But again, this split pushing, now that he has the blink, is going to become even more annoying, and it's going to let him set up for these kills even more too. With the Epicenter blink, obviously, and the stun on top.
I would agree. And now
Here we
comes
go.
that Epicenter. Doesn't get cancelled, but the BKB is out from Arne straight away. And Jabs just has to very awkwardly try and scuttle around this team fight. Tries to juke it out into the woods. Doesn't quite manage it. Now gets banished up, and Arne popping that ulti ready to go. With the sleep there, though, the burrow strike into the tree line. There is some poison to follow. He's getting low, but they can finish him off. Arne finds him.
Ooh. I was about to say, if he survived there, I'd have been very angry for PSG LGD. That would have... Ooh. They do get him, though.
They've certainly rustled some jimmies on their side.
That was a BKB troll you used on troll, though, which is pretty huge.
I mean, you get a kill for it, but I think not the best situation to use it in.
Yeah, definitely. And they're going to lose their mid-tier 1, though. Tide is TPing in, so... Oh, the SD... Oh, you don't know, he gets gone by the DK.
Straight away as Ice comes in from the sidelines. Made short work off, but there you go. Swash back onto the high ground, trying to chase down Chalice, but Chalice gets away.
That was a lot of ultimates for an SD kill, I feel like.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
But they did get the tower. You know, that's something.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Pretty good.
That's okay.
That's all right. Okay, so I think the Roche needs to be a big one now for both teams, with both these tier 1s going down. Might look to see the troll try and sneak it at some point soon, but I'm sure Mineski is going to be aware when he's not pushing out lanes and things that he's going to be somewhere, because they do have some decent vision in the dire jungle up at the top. Yeah, so that ward around the big camp and the small camp, and then that ward around the ancient camp as well, to spot him out wherever he's farming.
Yeah. I mean, alright, so going back to the Pango pick though, like, I don't feel so far that it's actually made itself that valuable. You know, we've seen a couple of, but it's just not the Pango kind of creating kills, creating space. We haven't seen any of that yet.
The thing is, it's very difficult for him to create space because DK has such a bad time. Yeah, and this is what I mean. The troll's just going to try and sneak it.
Straight in right away. I think they just got the BKB out on the Luna. Let's see if they want to take this fight. I imagine they will, but they have to get there in time. Yeah, Luna can't take this fight. They're going to have to give it away.
Disaster.
I'm wondering if they even knew about it.
I'm sure they would have known because there was some deep.
Yeah, there's a big ward by the jungle. I think Ty just walked straight into it. So Roche falls, and Arne takes the Aegis, and this is now a troll with an Aegis for Mineski to have to deal with. I mean,
Ice is going to be really disappointed on this Pango that he couldn't try and fight around the Roche pit.
Look at that little combo there, though. The Burrow Strike, follow it up with a Swashbuckle, Shield Crash, and then the ulti just for good measure, and they will find the kill onto FY because of that. Nice job. Nice little team play there.
Yeah, well played by them. But, you know, Moon in the spot lane, he gets a tier 2 for free because of that Roche.
All right.
That's okay.
Creating value, using the economics textbooks they were given for Christmas.
At least they didn't lose the Roche for nothing. That's the big thing. They are getting something in return.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more SD aggressive plays with the Lesh, like smoking up together and trying to look for kills. I say that.
No. Who needs an SD when you have a Yules? As they completely deal with Jabs, and Jabs not until the low ground here, but he's already going down. The Centaur couldn't do it.
Unfortunate. He's actually going back for the Manta on the Luna. Okay, that's interesting. I'm trying to think why. I'm sure he would have liked to have tanked up, but I guess the Ultimate Orb does that as well. You know, that's a decent amount. And I guess when the SD disrupts you, if you Manta yourself after, it stops the Split Earth from hitting you, maybe?
Yeah, true.
And it stops the SD illusions. Oh no, because they bounce between them, so maybe you just kill yourself even faster. That's an interesting one.
Hopefully not, but we shall see. I mean, it gets the gush off you. It gets the troll mischance off you.
I guess, yeah.
And the slow, and there's a few other things it gets rid of. So
Ninja Boogie doing a really good job of just pushing lanes out here, going for the 4 stuff. Obviously changed now because it's a bit more. It's the same price, but a bit less valuable with the HP regen. Goes for the Ring of Regen instead of the Ring of Health.
Yep.
And obviously costs 100 mana now as well. So I think that doesn't really hurt supports as much, especially these int supports like Jakiro.
Yeah.
I think like heroes like Luna and things, and I was going to say Drow, but Drow's never picks.
Yeah.
But like all these Agi heroes that built Hurricane Pack, I think it hurts them a bit more. So
yeah, I think so as well. As LGD pushing on this bottom tier 2, but Mineski already to go and work on the.
They're going to force rotations here though, because
I mean they've got the Aegis.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, you mean Mineski?
Yeah, Mineski going to force rotations because you can't just let this DK Luna hit your buildings.
Yeah, it's too much damage.
And they do get out scot-free there though, so that's good. Troll's actually rotating from behind trying to find somebody, but yeah, he's got this DK. Can he TP out?
Looks like he's going to be able to. That's done a very long time, and Arne has only the bashes to stop him getting out of there, which would be very lucky.
Does almost have the BKB on DK as well, so that's going to be a big turning point for them. You know, Lesh's arch nemesis, the BKB.
Yes.
Same as Bloodseeker to the TP scroll.
Yeah. There's various synergies or anti-synergies in Dota.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're called counters or something.
God, no.
Sounds a bit complicated. We'll just for anti-synergies.
Keywords.
Yeah.
So Troll just desperately trying to push these lanes out. He's actually going for a Skadi himself. So gone for the SMY, going back for the Skadi, just statting up.
Yep.
Is that in the
Getting
dictionary?
those slows. Yeah, statting. Why not?
Up. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Statting up on the anti-synergies.
I like that Ty's gone for the medallion as well. Just to, obviously really good against the Roche as well, but also just to keep themselves alive against the physical damage.
Yep. Oh my word. Mineski popping the drums as well. I gotta take a tier 3 free here.
There's no TPs available because they all TP top before.
Jesus. All right, Mineski just working the map, and Somnus is just standing there shocked. So where'd our tower go, guys?
The thing is, mate. The thing is, as soon as you lose those tier 3 towers, it opens up the shrines as well. Just opens up so much of the map, and you can't just let a DK Luna Jakira just start hitting your towers.
Yeah, because your tower's not going to last very long if you don't do that.
Absolutely. And they also lost some tier 3 health before top as well, so just letting their base die, unfortunately. Not the way you want to go.
Not at all, no. But Pangolin has a Maelstrom. Interesting. So we built that Javelin into the Maelstrom, and now we have this new item now. Well, recreated item, revamped.
Obviously taking more damage now.
Oh, jumping straight away as Ame blinks down the hill, trying to get that bash shot, doesn't quite find it, and that's going to be no kill for him.
Ame is going to be screaming at his monitor that he didn't bash there.
It was quite a few hits, but no bashes.
Luna. Oh, it's just the Lunar Illusion, actually.
Okay, Illusion battle. Who knows what's going on? Glaives are going on.
I think... Oh, here we go. Sandy getting caught in by the Split Earth.
There's the Split Earth, and they do take him down without any difficulty at all, really.
Yeah, and goes down. Butter in the sun there, unfortunately.
Butter in the sun.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Melting away into nothing.
I don't know if you saw Pango's actually going for the Greaves as well. It's going to help him just survive in these team fights. Doing a really good job of clearing waves here as well. Relatively quickly, just being annoying as he can. That Maelstrom.
The Maelstrom coming into play there. I haven't seen that used before, but again caught out by the Yules and Split Earth combo, and that is very painful for Ice to deal with.
I don't know if you saw that, but Ame actually first hit bash the Pango that time, so unleashing, unleashing his fury from before.
He was saving up the bashes, adding to the bash bank. Yep, now finally Mushi here, but Mushi is a little bit stuck with Ame. Although those axes will slow him down. Nice stun out from Jabs.
Ame might be in trouble.
Around. BKB used. Ame is hungry for blood, chasing Mushi all the way back to his base. Won't be able to find him though. Just can't get the slows off. Meanwhile, Jabs is in the trees and they know about it and they want to find him and they will connect with those axes. And now the banishment is there. And when Jabs comes back to life, well, he's going to try and juke it a little bit further into the tree line, making his death take much longer than it should, but he is bored down. And, well, their top lane is very, very far back here.
Yep.
So probably no push going to come of this, but at least kill some creeps.
I love that Lesh went for boots of travel, by the way. Gone to that bot lane again. He's like, I do not want to lose any more buildings for free. Please stop that.
it's a fair enough thought, to be honest. I think they've already lost one too many buildings.
Yeah, absolutely. So he goes to the box, going for that BKB next as well, not too surprising. Troll and Luna BKBs both forced out by each other in that top lane as well, so they're going to be slightly further down on the duration scale.
Yep. But at least both of them are, Quality. Ravage being used, and they are going to be able to bring it down Ice without too much difficulty there.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tier 2 tower falling from Mineski now, I think, as well.
Still committing the Ravage to a kill on the Pango. I mean, that's a lot of their lockdown.
I mean, it's quite a slow tempo game in general, though, so I think if whenever you can get a kill with the Ravage, I think it's absolutely fine. Otherwise, you're just going to be holding on to it for the next few minutes anyway, really.
Yep, that's a good point. And let's see if they go for any of these pushes. I mean, mid is pushed in, top is pushed in. Bottom is pushed out for Mineski.
Yeah, Luna doing a really good job of sending the Mantle Illusions to split push the wave out. But Lesh can always just TP in if he wants to force a tower. But
yeah, that's a great thing about these boots of travel as well. Like, he can just stay around this part of the map, keep on farming those triangular creeps. Oh, jumping forward. I'm going to find the reactions there. And they've stunned up this Titan, but Ame coming on the back lines, and actually X-Nova able to keep his FY alive a little bit longer. And
Elder Titan bites back. He wants to go.
Going in. Meanwhile, Chalice
Oh no, Troll's getting kited.
There's the Epicenter coming through. Isn't enough damage to bring down Ame. It does look like it will be as the crash comes through from Ice to finish it off, but now comes the Eclipse on the front lines. Mushi trying to deal with damage here. Can he take down Chalice? Chalice trying to turn around, but there's too many glaives, too much harass coming out from Mushi. Can't quite finish the job, but the fire comes through to do it. Now Somnus running around. He's got this BKB active, but he can't find a target. Maybe looking for Ice. Maybe looking for other things. Oh dear, he popped the shrine and died. What a guy.
X-Nova goes down as well. And that's 40 seconds.
There? He gets caught out. LGD, my. Falling apart at the seams here.
My god, and they might even look to just go for this tier 2 here. Maybe more, but probably just settle for that. I mean, I don't know. Troll popped the BKB, right? And he just tried to run at the Luna, and then he was like, oh, this Luna's quicker than me.
Yeah.
And now I've used my BKB for nothing. Oh, there's a there's a DK. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Pretty much. Unfortunate. And they might go for a bit of chip damage here on the tier 3. No, okay, they do back off. Just try and reset their lanes a little bit.
Yep. Oh, I forgot they took that tier 3 at bottom with that random push with Luna, DK, and Jakiro.
Okay. I like that they're taking the Shrine Seal when the Roche is going to be up again at some point.
Yeah, it really makes it safe for them. Not going to be long, actually. That was 43 seconds, so...
Luna is going for the Hurricane Pike as well, so we talked about the mana cost, but at this point in the game, when she's got 1,000 mana, I don't think it matters too much. I think
you can spare that.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm sure you can. Unless you go for the Lucent Beam minus 4 seconds or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for people to start doing that.
I think, I'm pretty sure I've seen someone do it in one of my games. I think it was like...
Was it you?
Kea, Octarine... No, it wasn't me, thank God. It's pretty bad, though.
Unfortunately.
Do not recommend. Didn't work, believe it or not.
There is a haste rune top, so Ice going to pick that one up. Just scout around a bit, probably just trying to find where everybody is. Oh, yeah, okay, no, he's going to push out the top lane. That Maelstrom, by the way, is really going to help him push out these lanes with the Swashbuckle.
Yeah, it's just... Does it one hit them? The creep waves?
If it doesn't, it pretty much will.
Okay, but if you get the procs. Yeah.
Oh, and the Roche spawns just after the Troll leaves the pit. That's really unfortunate.
Look back in, aren't they? Oh, it always happens, doesn't it? You feel bad for them in situations like this, and Mineski are ready to go. They are right outside this Roshan pit. They know it's up. LGD do not, and this could be an issue.
I think LGD know that it's going to be up very soon, though, so they'll be careful not to... someone...
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I think this is go time for the Roche then, if he's used his BKB already, because...
Was that a lunar illusion he used it on?
I imagine so, yeah.
Whoops.
Maybe it was the Pango who TP'd out, actually, I think. That's also an option.
Does seem likely. Bottom jungle. It's actually happening. They will find Ice, but L-Titan's one being caught out up here. But the damage is coming through from Neski, and they will be able to take down FY. And do they go Roche? Look at Somnus, just skipping through here. He doesn't have a BKB.
They see that the Radiant have a ward up there, which helps
now they're going to do that Shadow Demon with... Oh, there's so much damage on the side of Mineski. They take down 2.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a free Roche now for them. They do have the Ravage up on LGD, so they could contest, but it's really difficult without 2 of their heroes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a lot of their utility missing.
LGD very much on the back foot right now, although they're looking for more as they're jumping onto Chalice here. Can they take him down? Burrow Strike, all the stuns in the world, but they just can't get through. He's so very tanky, but there's that bowling ball coming through, blinking out, also catching out the goat as well. So much damage. Ice, making the plays. Just completely disrupting this, but Ame jumping into the middle of it, can't find a target, and this could be really bad. Ame in so much trouble here, being chased down. Meanwhile, Electra also being killed as well, and the Eclipse is just used to finish him off. Now jumping back in, getting more value out of this as FY is caught up in it as well. Having to run back, but Ame buys back into this game. He wants to fight and he wants to get something out of this. They don't want to let Roche fall. That's the big thing.
LGD are really... Ice just completely destroyed that fight. That was crazy. And a DD spawns outside Roche as well. My god. Mineski are going to be very happy with that.
The stars align.
But yeah, did you see the Ice blink onto the Lesh? And then he comes back
onto the goat, yeah. That was pretty insane. Using those cliffs, using the blink dagger, using everything he has at his disposal to make a very fancy play.
But, we expect nothing less from him, so it's fine. And this DD means that there's going to be a free Roche for Radiant, and after Troll's ball back, he definitely did not want to give that away. No. It gives Mineski such a big win condition here.
There's nothing you can do. Luna finishes it off. And LGD sweating under the heat lamp here.
Ninja Boogie actually picks up a gem as well, so that's going to be really useful at shutting out the map now. Both these... Oh, actually, X-Nova goes down to Moon.
Yeah, just... A little bit too far forward there, trying to ward or something, I'm not sure.
Luna has the butterfly now as well. Troll was building towards the MKB before, so I'm sure he's almost got that online. Actually, no, because he bought back, didn't he? That's
yeah.
a bit of an issue. Yeah.
Bit of an issue.
Just slight issue. Slight issue. And I think this is going to be go time for Mineski now.
Yep, they've got an Aegis, they've got a BKB, they've got a butterfly.
As long as they can dodge...
She is looking very, very juicy right now.
As long as they can dodge the Ravage with the BKB on the Luna, I don't think there's any way that LGD can win the fight. I think they have to try and take them by surprise, maybe try and smoke up, wrap round from behind, get the disruption onto the Luna before she BKBs could be a really good option too.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at the Shadow Demon compared to the Jakiro in net worth though. Very sad. I feel like in a lot of the games we've cast today, it's been the difference in the support's net worth that's really made it. Especially when we did Secret early with Puppy on the Spirit Breaker and such.
Yeah, Secret were very well good at kind of making sure that nobody got left behind in their team.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like Mineski are doing a very similar thing here.
So I have to see. So DK's actually going for the Silver Edge as well. Obviously really good against the Tidehunter. That break going to stop the Kraken Shell from purging off all the stuns coming through. And I think if they can kill that Tidehunter, that's just their whole team fight gone. Yeah,
yeah. At the same time, a big a big Ravage could change everything.
Absolutely.
Let's see what Chaz can pull out. A lot of pressure on him.
That 21 charge is still tilts me. I can't cope with it.
Better than 17.
It's true, it's true. But, oh my god, it just feels so unright. Makes me shake.
Unright. You know, there's a really good word for that when we have something which is unright.
What's that?
It's called wrong.
You know, it's unright. Oh, what a good start.
Beautiful start to 2 here. Jumping in with the Eclipse, trying to get the damage down in time. Can they take down the... well, yes, they can very well take down the Elder Titan. And now Troll trying to find Moon here. Is struggling to get the hits off and now gets stunned up after his BKB runs out and combo it up with Ice running through this fight. Can he take down Armin? Time to run. No, the Swashbuckle comes in the back. Chalice also in trouble as Moon just kiting everybody around.
Oh, the Epicenter as well.
They turn it back around. Unable to find Somnus. Somnus trying to skip away, but Swashbuckle not quite there. Jabs is close and does have the Burrow Strike, and that is going to sign his death warrant as Somnus hits the deck and Moon is on a mega kill streak. And there's 4 heroes dead from LGD once again. Wow, Mineski looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, Mineski have done a really good job of being the ones initiating all the time. Yeah, all the time in this game. They were on top of them straight away, picking off someone, making it 4v5, and then it makes it so difficult for LGD to come back into the game.
Definitely, definitely. Well, Mineski take a well-earned victory, and guess what? We're going to have another best of 3.